Listen to your elders. It just might be a good idea. You know, our eldest generation lived through the Great Depression and a world war, and so they know a thing or two about hard times. So what's the advice of America's elders to people going through family isolation right now? Notice small joys. Be generous. Prepare more, worry less. A professor of gerontology at Cornell University named Carl Pillemer began interviewing America's elders back in 2003 for a research project. And National Geographic Online had a recent article about his continuing work. This professor values what he's learned from our elders, and he advises this based on his learning from them. A morning cup of coffee, a warm bed on a cold night, a brightly colored bird feeding on the lawn, an unexpected note from a friend, even a favorite song on the radio. Paying attention to these micro-level events forms a fabric of happiness that lifts these elders up daily. And they believe the same can be true for younger people as well. So, listen to your elders. And remember that the little things in life are the big things. I believe that. And I also believe it fits well with the stories of the risen Jesus. After the rising of Jesus from the dead in the Gospels, he seems like a quieter, more humble man, if that's possible. No big healings, no huge pronouncements about the end of the world, no big deeds or flashy words. The things he says in his resurrection appearances are quiet and low. Love one another. Forgive each other. Feed each other. Take today's gospel story. On the second Sunday of Easter, we always have this story from John's Gospel about Jesus quietly appearing to his disciples on Sunday night. It was late, and the friends of Jesus were gathered together behind locked doors because they were afraid of the Jewish authorities. Yet Jesus appears and stands among them, and he says, "Peace be with you." And then to prove who he is, he shows them the scars on his hands. Of course, at that point, the disciples are filled with joy. Next, he just breathes on them. Such a gentle action. And he says, "Receive the Holy Spirit." Such a quiet story. Such a gentle image. Such a little thing. But the little things in life are the big things. Now, in my sermons for you during this lockdown, I've been doing something I consider very important. I don't want to waste your time. I want to give you something helpful, something practical. So I've been describing the simple but powerful practices I've been using because I know they work. Week 1 was about conscious, intentional breathing. Week 2, I talked about connecting with nature in a more focused way. Week 3 was about the importance of kindness in action. Last week, week 4, was about intentionally remembering good things. Well, today, I want to suggest that you savor the ordinary, sweet pleasures of life. The little things in life are the big things. As our elders will tell us, savoring the simple, available good things in our days will weave a fabric of contentment, even in hard times. Or maybe especially in hard times. Back at the end of the year 2012, my wife Paula was diagnosed with a very aggressive form of breast cancer. She had surgery, and then for the first 4 months of 2013, she went through rigorous chemotherapy. Now, she's the treasure of my life, and I was scared. It was a very rough time. But she taught me something. Right as she began this process of the surgery and the chemo, she developed a slogan for herself. No matter what might come, no matter how hard it might get, she looked at what was going on in the present moment, and it was okay. She said, "Now is nice. Now is nice. Whatever comes tomorrow, now is nice." She was not afraid, and she toughed it out through a harsh cancer treatment. She did it with grace and courage. And she stuck to that slogan, "Now is nice." I have tried to adopt it for myself as well. This is a hard time for everyone in the world. We can't deny that. But we can look at our moment-to-moment experiences and realize that for right now, at least, we're okay. Now is nice. The little things in life are the big things. Pay attention to the small joys of your day. Our elders give us that advice. My wife gives me that advice. And the story of Jesus quietly talking with his friends after his death affirms this idea. Don't look for the big, giant miracles. Look for the small ones. The little things in life are the big things. Pay attention to them, savor them, and enjoy them. And we will get through. Christ is risen. And the story is not over.